First of all, living separately is great. I don't think you should move in with a partner beforehand, in my opinion.
That's fine. I wouldn't want to.
So, really, why?
Weird that you had that little tick and switch, because that's exactly what you want, yet now it's offensive. But keep going.
I want you to fight for me, you know?
I'll fight anybody. I'll fight you right now.
Okay, well.
Get the hell out of here. What do you want?
Oh, I want you to fight for me. How many times have we heard that one, gentlemen? And also, as soon as you give a woman what she says she wants, good luck to you. That's not the way it works, okay? You have to trick her into thinking it's her own idea, even though it was her own idea. So she tells you what she wants, and then you resist and fight against it. So you can guarantee at that point she'll go get what she wants, and she'll be happy with it only because you didn't want her to have it.
A lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?"
No, that's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
Well, that was kind of his point. That's kind of what he was saying. I mean,
Ah, yes, the blank stare of death. This reminds me of the old joke about the old Jewish grandmother. She gets her grandkid a couple of sweaters for Hanukkah, and he goes into the room and changes into one, and he comes out, and she looks at him and she says, "What? You didn't like the other one?" It is what it is, gentlemen, as long as you accept and understand that there will always be something more that she wants. You'll do just fine.
The question is, why are so many successful women unhappy? The concept, I waited longer to have children, got the master's degree, made a lot more money, but yet they seem to be reporting, a lot of them seem to be unhappy, maybe unfulfilled.
There's probably lots of reasons for that.
Yeah.
I think potentially on the deepest level is that they haven't been enacting their own life choices. They have been doing what their teachers and their parents and their society have incentivized them, encouraged them, and rewarded them to do. In much the same way that maybe traditionally a man would very quickly get a college degree, get married, have some kids, and then at 40 have a midlife crisis and say, "Holy shit, I've done everything I was supposed to do, but none of these ideas actually came from me."
Yeah.
And maybe that's the source of some middle-age ennui, which is this liminally conscious recognition that the life I'm living was not really chosen by me, and I'm fulfilling potentially someone else's dreams. It's not very authentic. That's a deep level. It could also be that, you know, it's like women have been fighting very hard for generations to have careers and to compete in that arena with men. And their victory is that, congratulations, you now get to work until you're 65, 68 years old, which men have only done out of necessity. Like, most people are working to make enough money so they don't have to work anymore.
Sure.
The idea that I'm going to work and have that be a badge of honor or as something that is the meaning and purpose of my life is kind of absurd. Like, that's a very recent belief, if it even exists today, right?
I think the point he's making is that we were all lied to, men and women. Get married, go to college, have some kids, maybe not in that order, but you get the point. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work out for some people, because it does. But the main thing I think we all notice is that once you get to a certain age and economic level, you realize that most of the people around you are stuck in miserable relationships, not because you necessarily don't like the person you're with anymore, but just because the circumstances that you find yourself in, especially financially, it's just like plopping yourself in a cage and swallowing the key. There's not a whole lot you can do with it unless you're just going to tear it all down and follow your own dreams, but that's got its own set of consequences now, doesn't it?
So a couple of weeks ago, I was texting a woman, and she told me she was living with her parents. Which is, there's no shame in that. She said she's unemployed in between things, living with her parents. Same, like 2 sentences. She asked where I lived. I told her I rent a house. Verbatim, she said, "Ooh, Men who don't own property are a red flag. Live from her parents' basement, she said this. I'm like, is it like, don't you have a curfew? Like, what? At least I don't have to worry about waking up my parents if I bring somebody home. Like, what? I'm so sorry. Like, champagne taste on a beer budget, right? Again, no shame, but like.
Now, while I'm not generally a female apologist, there are women that don't care about this stuff. My girlfriend now, on our first date, I invited her over to the house, but I was concerned because I was needing to paint the living room. She paused for only a half a second and said, "Dude, I live in a frickin' room. I don't care what your house looks like." So yeah, it is possible to find someone who's not materialistic. You just have to make sure that when you recognize it, you don't let them get away.
If you shut that door, we are breaking up and you can have your ring back. I promise you, you can have it back if you shut that door. That's what I thought. That's really what I thought. You. Deshaun, open that door right now. You better not close that again. Deshaun, it is not fun and games. You think I'm joking? I swear if you... You think it's funny.
Jose,
why are you doing that?
are we done? Are we done?
Why were you...
I think it sealed the deal. I think that was it. I think that for sure clarified.
Oh, so you want to break up?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm good. I'm done.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm
wow.
done. I'm over it.
Wow.
So are we good now?
No.
That's not clear enough?
No, we're not. And I'm not...
So, a true story in my marriage, my 24-year marriage that ended. Long before we got married, we had a situation where she got drunk and crashed her car, and I came over to the house. I saw that she was drunk, called her out on it, and she just completely denied it. I walked towards the door and went to leave, and I had my hand on the knob, and she says, "If you leave, it's over. Don't come back." I paused, and I took my hand off the door, and I stayed with her. 3 kids, a divorce, and 24 years later, I don't necessarily regret staying because I've got my kids, but the red flag was exactly as described. It was exactly as advertised. The alcohol was a problem then, and it remained a problem.
Why not? Zay! Yeah! Zay, are you okay? What happened? You're okay. Bite me.
Now, while I'm sure we've all done some pretty stupid things that we're grateful are not on videotape, I don't know how I feel about this. On one hand, I understand if you suddenly get attacked by a squirrel, you might have some kind of panic about you, but you have to hold on to your kid, dude. That should be your first concern. And if the squirrel crawls up and bites you in the ass, so be it.